I used to masturbate every Saturday morning. I had this ritual. I would get, I had my masturbation panties. I was like 10. They were like these.
Your masturbation panties?
Yeah, they were like these turquoise, zebra print, like silky panties from Zootopia, which was
you had
like.
silky panties at 10?
They were like polyester, but they felt
silky. What kind of slutty
silky.
10-year-old were you?
I was such a fucking slut.
Yeah.
And I would masturbate every Saturday morning. I'd bring my blanket with me, and I'd sit on the couch right next to my sister. And I had my blanket because I knew she shouldn't be seeing what I was doing, but I didn't know I was masturbating. And I would masturbate while watching Pokemon because I had a crush on Ash Ketchum. And I would just like masturbate over my panties because I was too scared to touch it. And my mom would walk by and she'd see and she'd just go, I know what you're doing. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but okay.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
I've told you about My One condoms and their 52 sizes. Now, I want to tell you about their newest innovation, One Flex. One Flex uses graphene to make ultra-thin condoms that increase body heat transfer for that true skin-on-skin feel. The only thing better than sex is flex sex. Use code MANWHORE at onecondoms.com for 20% off your purchase. That's ONE condoms.com, promo code MANWHORE. Beducated is the masterclass for all things sex. Get better in bed and feel more confident by clicking the link at the top of the show notes or use promo code MANWHORE at beducated.com. It's like educated, but with a B at the front so you know how to tickle the B on the back.
Welcome to the Man-Whore Podcast.
Shout out to all the pen pals, to the butt buddies, to the sinning sisters and touchy teamsters. This is Billy Persida, and you are listening to the Man-Whore Podcast. Welcome to my weekly series of sex-positive conversations. To acquaint those of you who are new to the show, this podcast started almost 10 years ago, where I would speak to women I've hooked up with about sex, dating, and why we didn't work out. And now I have on all sorts of porn stars, sex educators, dating experts, authors, comedians, actors, and even the occasional congressional candidate to discuss gender, to discuss love, to discuss sex and dating, and sometimes butt stuff. Welcome, strap on in. This Friday is the Naked Comedy Shows at the Hacienda here in Bushwick. As featured in the New York Times, in Time Out New York, on Spectrum One News, and no big deal, the illustrious BushwickDaily.com. The Naked Comedy Shows, they're a damn good time. And this Friday, we're going to be back with 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. shows. I shall be emceeing both of them, and I hope to see you there. Ticket link in the show notes, as well as my other comedy dates in there. I think I'm at the Grizzly Pear on Sunday. Also in the realm of nudity, I've got a new piece up on Mashable about naked attraction. I've talked about naked attraction here on the show already. I've ranted and raved, put it in text format, as well as quoted some other people, so it wasn't just me shooting off 1,500 words of my own opinion. And I'll have a link to that article, again, in the schnotes. Big fan of utilizing the schnotes. I hope you are too. This week's episode is with comedian Hannah Abneey. The catch is, this is an interview from 2017. This was a Patreon-only bonus episode. And I'm re-releasing it because I did not have an episode lined up for this week. I really didn't have it in me to do a solo one. And frankly, I don't know that y'all want to hear me without any other voice. Truly can't imagine what I could be talking about alone for an hour. And also because, I've got some shit in my personal life I got to catch you up on. And I'm going to do that on next week's show. And I'll be bringing in someone special to I don't know, help unpack and uncover some of that. And also, I came down with a cold last week. It wasn't COVID. I took a couple tests. And so just between the uncertainty of being a little sick and some of the stuff that's going on with me, I didn't have anything lined up. And this was a really good, fun, like, riff city with another comedian. And it's really good. I think it holds up. I've re-listened to most of it. You will be hearing a 28-year-old Billy Procida Jr. have a riveting conversation with a 6 years ago Hannah Abneey, who is now, from what I can tell, out there doing the comedy, doing her thing out in Texas, as many comedians during peak COVID decided to go off and do. Should I move to Austin? Should I do it? Y'all think I should? Could I even find a life to have in Texas? Who would I connect with? Although sometimes I do fantasize about just like burning everything down. Metaphorically, not literally. But like, and then just like freely run off to some, I don't know, rural, semi-secluded area. Iowa was raised by my sister at a point. I remember Venus Lux years ago on her episode telling me, Venus Lux, big time transgender porn star, like she like was like trying to start a little like trans co-op collective somewhere in Kentucky. I don't know, maybe I can be part of some blue invasion, but nah. Anyways, I'll fill y'all in on my bullshit next week. I want you to enjoy your conversation with Hannah Abneey this week, or whenever you have decided to listen to episode 510 of the Man Whore Podcast. But before I do, let's do a fan whore appreciation moment, because you know what? No matter how I'm feeling, no matter what I'm going through, I've always got love and appreciation for the members of my fan whore community on Patreon. And I gotta say, a lot of y'all have been showing up the last couple months. Means a whole big deal to me. A lot of y'all been showing up with those annual memberships. You were like, you know what, Billy? Take it all right now. So I want to say a big thank you for the cash advance to Sam Smullen. Maybe you can help me out with the noise control situation out here. Maybe we can talk insulation sometime if you ever find yourself in Brooklyn. Thanks for supporting the podcast. Thanks for supporting the show. And thank you to someone who goes by Buff Orpington 00. Buff Orpington is actually a real thing. Buff Orpington is a breed of chicken. Yeah. It's a British breed of chicken. It was bred in the late 1800s by William Cook of Orpington, which is apparently a place. And I don't know if this human being individual who gave me $54 for year-long access to the Patreon bonus episode back catalog. I don't know if you knew this or intended this when you picked the name, but the Buff Orpington, okay, it was intended to be a dual-purpose breed. It was supposed to be, they breeded this thing so they could get eggs and meat out of it. But then somewhere along the line, it ended up becoming just a showbird. Debatably useless. Its only job is to look pretty. But maybe whoever this person is was just like, you know what? My job in life is to be pretty, like the Buff Orpington chicken. And your annual membership, Buff, making me feel pretty. Thank you for it. Thanks for supporting the Man Whore Podcast on Patreon. You too can become a patron. You too can support the podcast for as little as $2 a month. You too can grab yourself an annual membership and get a discount in the process. Become a member today. Support the whore boy that you love at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast or download the Patreon app and find me on there. Back in 2017, I released a bonus episode on Patreon with Hannah Abneey talking all about masturbation. She was doing a YouTube series called Handy with Hannah, I think. I don't believe she is still updating it now, but you might still find those videos on YouTube. If you can, I'll probably have a link in the schnotes. So again, this is very unconventional of me to do, but I hope you enjoy this blast from the past. I hope you enjoy hearing a quite a bit younger Billy Procida. Again, I did not finish listening to this, so I don't know if if you want to email me what you're upset about at manwhorepod@gmail.com. If I said something that sounds out of date, I might feel differently now. I also might not. Who knows? Okay, let's not get this intro off the rails, Presida. Let's do this. You know how to do it. You can do it. We're going to pay some bills with a few ads. I hope you'll stick around for those. Whether or not you do, I think you're going to truly enjoy me with comedian Hannah Abneey talking about getting handsy.
Tell me if this sounds like you. Condoms, they don't feel good. They don't fit right. You can't stay hard in a condom. And you always seem to find yourself battling with your prospective lover about whether or not you're going to use a rubber. Okay, well, what if we took the rubber part out of it? My sponsor this week, One Flex, is the first ever condom made with a whole other material, graphene. Graphene is the strongest and thinnest material on Earth. It's 200 times stronger than steel. It's 1,000,000 times thinner than human hair. And I know graphene sounds like something you might buy at the Home Depot to like make or spackle or secure something in your home. But no, this is something that's going to secure your sperm and make sex feel great. These condoms increase body heat transfer by 85% compared to standard latex condoms. We got to use condoms, okay? We don't want to wake up, go into the bathroom, and it's burning. We don't want babies we did not intend on having. If you're having trouble staying hard in standard latex condoms, then you got to try graphene. You got to try One Flex at onecondoms.com/flex and enter the code MANWHORE for 20% off your purchase. One Flex is also available in select Walgreens stores nationwide.
We're going to find your inner daddy and how to develop that inner daddy for the purposes of...
Oh, sorry. Did you just catch me trying to learn how to be daddy? No big deal. I was just over at beducated.com, because as I'm aging and getting comfortable in this dad bod, apparently there are a lot of ladies who just want to call me daddy. And I don't know, not my thing, but I can learn how to do it. When there's something I don't know how to do, I go to beducated.com first. I see if they got a course on it. And a lot of times they do. It's like the Netflix. It's like the masterclass of adult sex ed. You want to learn some rope. You need to learn how to talk dirty. You want to learn how to give a lap dance. Or maybe we're going back to basics with BJ's, cunnilingus, and handy J's. Whatever you need to learn to get better in the bedroom, Beducated has got it for you. And beducated.com is going to help you level up your love life for 50% off an annual pass. That's wild. 50% off for a whole year and access to over 100 video courses. Courses like learn how to squirt, strengthening your core and pelvic floor, erotic spanking, yoni massage, and a complete guide to butt pleasure. Click the link at the top of the schnotes. Yes, you can technically use promo code MANWHORE at checkout, but they would really like if you click the link at the top of the schnotes. I'm not a marketing expert, but it's important, I am told. Click the link, top of the schnotes, sign up for an annual pass, or hey, use that link to sign up for a 1-day free trial and you can test the whole place out. Even then, Beducated comes with a 14-day money-back guarantee. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the link, top of the schnotes, or visit beducated.com and use promo code MANWHORE. Beducated. It's spelled like educated, but with a B, because, it's for stuff in the bedroom. Hey. Let's sip some whiskey. But I'm right now with fellow comedian and masturbator, Hannah Abneey.
Hi.
Hello. This is your first time on a podcast. She's very excited about the concept. She's like, a microphone, what is this? I'm
my
like,
God.
you use it every day.
It's so amazing. I'm like, headphones, so cool.
You just don't normally wear the headphones. It's, it's no different than
All right.
doing the stand-up talking.
I feel like I'm like in Star Wars and these are like my headgear.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
Well, I'm glad you're happy about it.
Yeah.
But you are so when you have your YouTube series about masturbating.
Yeah.
And part of me goes, well, sex sells and that's a thing. But no, I come here and like there's stuff. You got a Barbie doll, an Ariel masturbating. Like I was like, oh no, she really is.
Yeah.
Before we were talking in there about like, how you're just so quick. Like if you're bored, boom, masturbating. I was like, okay, so this is like a genuine thing for you.
Oh yeah, I masturbate all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
I actually almost masturbated before you came here, but I wasn't sure if I was going to have time. Like, I really, like, yeah, I don't know. I was just feeling it.
there's always time.
You know, I don't know, man. I'm trying to, yeah, I guess there is.
Could have made, we could make time. It's
Well, yeah, but honestly, I've been telling people, like, lately, I feel like my pussy and I are like an old married couple.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like we try to schedule the time to have sex and we set aside that time. We look forward to it. We're like, we're fucking tonight. And then we get there and then both of us are just like, oh, I'm too tired or I'm bored. And we go to sleep. Like,
oh man.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry that the podcast got in the way of your alone time.
Oh, not even. Like, literally, like, I'm sure, like, me and my vagina would have probably just, like, looked at each other and be like, meh.
Oh
We
no.
could do better.
Y'all need some couples counseling.
We totally do.
Shit.
Or
You-
some lube. I don't know.
Oh man, the masturbating podcast. Oh, do you know about Esther Koo?
No.
She's a compulsive masturbator,
Oh.
and she has a podcast. As doesn't have to do with sex, but at the end of it,
She masturbates.
on mic.
Whoa. Okay,
And at first
I'm
I
like,
thought-
her pussy isn't on the mic.
No, but
Okay.
at first I thought it was fake, and then I realized, oh no, this is. And she'll do it for like 20 minutes while she like reads tour dates.
Tour dates? Of,
She'll
like,
read her
tour.
stand up tour dates while she's jerking off at the end. So I
What?
think it's a way to get people to listen to it.
Wait, what's her name?
Esther Koo. She's going to be on the show at some point. I just,
Oh my God.
she's
that's
an LA comic.
amazing. That's so
Mhm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a squirter? I imagine.
Yeah.
Be-
I think
you know,
so.
anyone can squirt. You
Do you
just
squirt?
have to know. I mean, I feel
You
like
need to know the right
the right angle, on
right
the
double
G-spot.
click. Yep.
Yeah. I've been told. I think I squirted like once. But guys they're always like, "Oh, I think you just squirted," and then you're just like, "Okay, whatever. I guess I did. I don't know. I wasn't looking." But it's like, then you think about it, and you're like, "Fuck you, dude!" Like you're telling me, I guess. Ego.
Right.
I don't know. I've never squirted when I've masturbated.
Oh no.
No, but I get really wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
always
actually
helpful.
used to hump the corner of this bed.
Of this bed.
Yeah.
just want-
Yeah, this like
I'm touching the corner
yeah,
right now.
that's where I used to like grind, get dirty.
Okay. And why'd that stop?
I think I just evolved. I just,
You evolved?
I did. I evolved. I was like, Hannah, it's time to grow up. It's time to stop humping your bed. Because I was like a horny schnauzer. Like I looked like a little like a tiny dog, like the dog in Frasier, just like humping furniture
Right.
and like watching videos. Yeah. So I started just masturbating on my stomach now, or like just up in the air. I call it praying to God.
Up
'cause
in
you
the
just,
air?
like,
Wait, what?
Well, like on my back, looking in the air,
Oh,
like just
okay.
like cursing, just being like God. That's what I
Because
call
if you're
it.
up in the air levitating, God
That
might
would
be
be
involved
amazing.
in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
The
how
fucking God on top, reverse cowgirl with his cock.
were you one of
Can I
those?
swear? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the Man Whore Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk about bukakis and gangbangs
Okay.
and masturbating and butt stuff. It's all.
Have you ever used a bidet?
I don't think so. I think I've wanted to.
Oh my God.
No. You know what? I think I've used it once or twice.
Okay.
Just to use
Well,
it.
I was with a few other comics after my show last night, and we went to this ramen shop, and they had a bidet.
Yo.
We all like went twice. I didn't even pee at the end. I just stayed on the toilet and tried all the settings. And
Did you all debrief it?
Well, yeah, and I was like, oh my God, like I've never like done anal because like, like I have an active asshole. My dad's a plumber and
Okay.
shit in the family. But I was like, wow, if I were to do anal, I would go get ramen here just so I could fucking use the bidet
Just
and
to get
clean my
ready.
asshole. It's great.
You can just take a brief shower.
Yeah, but you want to clean like your inner asshole.
Huh?
You want to clean like your inner
The bidet,
asshole.
you don't like, it's not like a bidet's not an enema. You don't like sit
yeah,
on.
but like you exhale, and
If
then
you-
like if you exhale right, the water will shoot in your ass. I think. I think so.
That sounds
gonna
really
believe it.
zen.
It
If
was
If you
my
want to.
I was like, Hannah, just relax.
My
just
my
open.
personal recommendation, if you're gonna do butt stuff, just take a brief shower and feel clean. Also, like if it's on the outside, feel clean. Inside, that's got to be like an internal feeling. Like I know if I ate a lot and I'm feeling bloated,
Yeah.
I'm telling the girl, I'm like, no butt
Have
stuff
you
tonight.
ever played with butt stuff? Like
Oh
putting like
yeah.
a
Why not?
Oh my God, I love your like hair
Why?
stuff.
Oh, were you talking about me on her?
No, you.
Yeah.
Wait, so
why?
you've had like a butt plug in or pegging?
Yeah.
What have you done?
I'm saving pegging for love.
Okay.
No, like dildos, fingers, tongues.
Yeah.
My girlfriend recently bought me my first butt plugs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
Did
it's
you get
a-
like an anal trainer kit?
It's a 3-set. There's a small, medium, and
Yes.
large. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I almost
Do you have one in right now?
no.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
well, I almost brought my toys here, And then I decided against. I was like, that would be like possibly creepy or
Oh my,
weird.
you're kidding? That would have been awesome.
And then I was like, we could compare.
Yes. I mean, I need to get more toys. I used to have like a whole toy drawer before I moved to New York. Like I had like vibrating nipple clamps. I had like snake bites. I had a DP dildo. But the thing was the butt one was like too loose. It was like, but then I went over and I looked at the reviews. I was like, I should have known because it was like, how do you expect two fucking dildos to be hard at the same time? Anyways, but, and then I had like this rechargeable. Yeah. I had this recharge. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I thought you were
sorry.
talking about the dildo. I had this rechargeable vibrator, which was like really.
What, the Hitachi wand?
No, it was
You gotta get the Hitachi
I
wand,
know.
lady. What
But
are you
have to
doing?
plug that in.
No, they have a wireless now.
Oh,
Come on, even I know this
You know
because I
what?
broke my dick with a Hitachi once.
You broke your dick.
I mean, like I injured it. I injured my penis.
Oh my god, what was the injury? Like a fractured?
Paige, my girlfriend, she got a Hitachi wand. It was her first one, and we were just lazing about in bed, and she just decided she's like, and so she starts masturbating. She takes it out. I'm watching. It's really hot. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
She comes, cool, then hands it to me, and it's like it's my turn because, like, if you masturbate, if you stimulate right under, the hood of the dick underneath,
yeah.
there's that little like point.
Yeah,
It's called the
that little-
frenulum. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just stimulate, if you like took a guy and just did this, nothing else for like 20 minutes, he's gonna fucking erupt.
Yeah.
It's a great orgasm to have, but it takes patience.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let's use the Hitachi, speeds it up. I put that on. I'm like, oh, I can handle this. Yeah, this is as strong as people said. I just keep going up and up with the intensity. So when I came, it kind of burned a little, but I was like, no, this is the good burn. This is like when you work out and you think like, did I injure myself or am I working hard?
Yeah.
And then so I give her back the Hitachi and I look at my dick and it's like, it looks like the first cracks in the cement right before hell breaks open from the ground.
Oh my god, so you had like rug burn, penis
I
rug
had
burn.
really bad rug burn. Like,
oh my god.
really bad.
That sucks.
It sucked so much.
I gave myself like a paper cut on my taint one time.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
What was paper doing anywhere near your
okay,
taint?
so what happened was like I was really broke and I bought like way too much Scott toilet tissue on sale, like the real cheap kind.
Okay.
Like cardboard. And I was like drinking a lot of tequila and eating a lot of curry. So my asshole was just like fucking vomiting all summer. And I'm like using this like paper fucking, it was bad.
Oh, man.
It sucked. And I was like, I called my best friend when I was like in California because I was going to sit on this guy's face. And I'm like, Julia, I don't know if I can. I think I have a paper cut on my taint. And she's like, what? What are you talking about? You're fine, crazy. It was funny.
Have you ever used a butt plug?
I haven't. No, I just, honestly, sometimes shit just hurts too much coming out. I don't want to put shit back in. It's like building a whole nother road on the Lincoln Tunnel. Like there's enough traffic.
That's why with enough lube and breathing, you got to breathe.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the bidet helped because I was like, let me just breathe into this. And it was like a water fountain.
If only they had a
into my
bidet
ass.
of lube.
That would be great.
See, wouldn't that be, that would be awesome.
That would be, that
I'll
would
just
be
stick that in
insane.
the corner of the room.
Yeah. I had a guy once surprise attack anal me.
That's
not cool.
sadly
He tried
too often.
to. Yeah. Like we were like it was like, when you wake up in the morning, like side spoon sex and I'm
Okay.
like half asleep. So a lot of times I love the morning sex because I'm like, I'll just keep sleeping and you do you. And I'll just like add a moan every now and then like, oh yeah, like just do your thing because I don't want to wake up yet. But yeah, and he was like doing that, but instead of the pussy, he like started to surprise attack anal, and I was like, maybe I can try this. I just want to sleep a little more.
I
But
like
was like
you.
no.
I like how you were so intent on staying asleep.
Yeah,
you
I'm
were willing
like,
to go
let me
through anal.
snooze. I'm willing
Oh,
to try
man.
anal so I can snooze for 5 more minutes. Yeah, no,
That's wild. So no butt play while you're masturbating.
no, I haven't tried that.
Even
but
like even when it's nice, just like a little circling the outside. No entry, but just
yeah, see, that's nice when a guy's like eating
Like
you
a-
out when they kind of knock on the door. The
Not-
pressure,
yeah.
that's nice.
or I like the circular motion, just like kind of teasing it.
I like the press. I call it like pressing on the, like knocking on the hobbit hole. Like, you just kind of like press it, like, Lord of the Rings or like the
Just
Hobbit.
a little pressure.
There's another dwarf coming
Yeah.
in. Did you not see like Gandalf marked this?
I like putting the pressure on the you know what's weird? I feel like sometimes when I masturbate, if I'm squirrely enough, squirrely is what I use to describe if I want butt stuff or if I'm just exploring the non-shaft area.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I'll find myself almost like putting pressure on the taint as if like that's where my pussy would have been.
Oh yeah.
Because like if I didn't have this, I'd have a vagina
Yeah.
reasonably. And so I almost like find myself like playing with a vagina that's not there, like my ghost pussy.
Well, like the taint's actually got a lot of like nerve endings. It's actually a really great way to play. I remember when I just started being sexually active, I read this like how to suck dick book. And
There's a whole book.
There's so many. There's multiple books.
That's just really just a pamphlet.
No, honestly, like they're cool. I actually like a few weeks ago I did this video for this like I don't even know what the fuck it was, but it was a video for something. I know, right?
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
It's a video for something, and they needed like someone's hands or mouth, like shot to like demonstrate like hand job motions and things like that. And I wish I had a dildo, but I had a banana, so it wasn't like able to move as well. But I was like, wow, I'm learning so much. Like I actually want to give a hand job now. Because there's so many different things you can do with your hands. But what was I saying? I don't even know. I digress. I forget.
And she's not even stoned.
Yep. No, I know. I'm
not even drunk yet.
No, not even.
I will probably be drunk before you because I am a lightweight.
Yeah,
and this is whiskey.
I am a very heavy pourer. I have more
Thank
whiskey
you. Very,
if you
very
want.
good. Well, I'm still working my way in.
Oh yeah, I got
Yes.
way too white girl wasted on whiskey once, so I can't do it.
You don't do it?
No.
Oh man, if I get drunk, if I can just get like a nice good whiskey buzz and just like no pressure, lay back and jerk off. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
With some cake nearby. Oh,
so what's your masturbation ritual? Do you have one?
no ritual.
Okay,
No
but like,
ritual.
how do you like to like? You like to have cake, or you like to be drunk when you masturbate?
I not actually, but let's see. It depends on like the mood. If it's
Yeah.
something that's impulsive and like, there's different masturbation. There's masturbation where I'm like, I'm gonna take Billy out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do some nice things to myself. Then there's
Do you call like your dick Little Billy? Like
no, average size Billy. I prefer
Average
to
size
be
Billy.
accurate, just above average size Billy. That's what I
Okay.
prefer to call it. But there's that nice jerk where like I'm going to. There's like I'm gonna masturbate, and then there's the like I've got to jerk off like that. There's like the type of jerking off that feels like I need to do it.
Like, is it because you're frustrated? You're in a rush? You're just horny as fuck?
Just all of a sudden horny.
Yeah.
Honestly, listening to my like when I'm editing my podcast.
Yeah. Oh my
What happens
god.
is sometimes I have to take a break
Uh-huh.
because I'm listening and I'm also on the web.
Yeah.
And then I just find myself on a Reddit subreddit that's really hot. And then I'm like, no, I can totally jerk off and edit because if it's a good episode, I don't have to edit much. So I'm listening to make sure like there's not something I have to beep. But like I just can't pay attention. I'll start jerking off. I'm like, no, I can totally do both at the same time. And then the episode's over and I don't even know what we talked about. So sometimes I have to press pause.
Yeah.
But that will happen often.
I am like,
Do you get like that when you're editing your series all about masturbation?
You know,
it's all you talk about.
I know,
I get
yeah.
horny as fuck.
well, no, honestly, like for me, when I get bored or frustrated, like my computer is so slow, like so slow. It takes me forever to put shit out because it's like 2 fucking gigs. It's like I gotta find someone's dick to suck who I can get like a cheap computer from or something. But
You hear that, patron? I mean, these are the
anybody,
people. who like-
I need a computer.
these are the people who like to pay for their content in various ways.
Hey, hello, hi, single, ready to mingle,
Ready
suck your
to
Pringle.
suck your Pringle. Okay.
So, but like when I'm editing, like if it's taking forever to hit something, I get like angry at the computer. So I'm
Yeah.
an angry masturbator.
Okay.
Like to get like the frustration out, then it's like shit. I gotta stop. I gotta masturbate. Like if I'm doing something too much that's like monotonous, whatever. For like a continued period of time, that's when I'm like, I gotta fucking masturbate. Like when I would study for like tests in high school, I would have to masturbate so much, take so many masturbation breaks.
You couldn't do it both at the same time?
Well, actually, I did do it both at the same
Nice.
time because a lot of times I was like short on time. So I'd procrastinate, but I'd also like multitask. So like I remember I had like AP history, right? And so it was like these crazy things where it's like every week you'd have a test. Oh, that's my phone. Sorry. You'd have like a test on this like 30-page chapter and you'd have to like make note cards. You'd have to like write essays and you'd have to like outline and all that shit. And I'm the worst outliner because I'll just write fucking the whole chapter down. And I was working like a full-time job too. So I'd wait till the last minute. So it'd be like the day before the test. I had like 3 hours to do this. And so I'd be working on it. And like one test, it was like the Civil War. And I'm doing it. I'm falling asleep and I'm like horny as fuck because I'm frustrated. I'm like, you know what? Let's just masturbate to stay awake. So I'm like holding this big like history fucking textbook over my head, and it's hard to hold up too because I'm like laying down and I'm like masturbating and like just flipping pages from the Civil War studying, and I pass out.
Did you come?
I think yeah, and I like pass out and I wake up the next morning at like 7 a.m. I have to be at school at like 7:10, and so and like the exam book is like on my face, like I passed out and like the book's on my face. I just get up, I run, and I get to class, and I've like said hey to everybody, and I'm like in my first class, my first period.
Your hand still like smells like pussy juice.
Yeah, like I've got my hand, I'm like resting in class. All of a sudden I smell my finger. I'm like, holy fucking shit, Annie, you forgot to wash your hands. You've been hugging everybody. You've been sharing breakfast, like Cheez-Its, all this shit.
And now you smelled your own fingers. You're like, oh, now I'm horny again.
Honestly, like so many times I masturbate and I forget to wash my hands.
I remember to wash my hands before I masturbate. That's a thing I'm pretty good at.
I'm pretty like I don't know.
I just I sometimes I know what I touch and I don't want to touch my dick.
I don't even think about it. Honestly, I don't even. A part of me just goes like, you know how I've heard, it's not good to use Purell because it's good for you to be, like certain, like if you don't get enough, whatever it is, like it's good for your immune system to actually be in contact with certain bacteria.
Right.
I know it's not the same for pussy, but that's my logic. Okay. I'm like, I don't need to Purell the pussy. All right, we gotta put her in contact with this.
So wait, when did you start masturbating? Like I said, like I
was
in
5.
Yeah, you were one of the young starters. I had a girlfriend way back when who was like a 5-year-old starter.
Yeah.
What was the discovery process? Do you remember?
Yeah. Well, okay. So basically, and I didn't realize this was what I was doing until like maybe like a year ago when I started like having the idea and like wanting to interview people more about masturbating. But when I was 5, the school I went to, there were all these tetherball poles that didn't have tetherballs on them. And so me and some friends would like race each other climb the pole. And we weren't climbing like strippers climb, because I remember I took a pole dancing class and we were learning how to like climb the pole. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I got this. I've been doing it forever. But then I'm like, how are we I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the top, because what would happen was we would climb the pole at recess, and I would always look forward to recess. And we would like literally just like squeeze the pole between our thighs and like pull ourselves up because we didn't know how to climb it. And I would get to a point where it's like I'm having the pussy heartbeat and I'm like, I can't keep going anymore because it hurts, or it's like it's gonna happen, whatever. And so I could never make it to the top of the pole, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I remember like I would brag, I would like show my dad or my parents and be like, look at how high I can climb.
Oh, I thought you
but
meant your pussy.
No, like
Mom,
how high
Dad,
I can
look
climb.
how wet I am.
But because it was like an excuse for me to like show off to my parents and for me to like, because this feels so good, but I didn't know what I was doing. And
when did you start humping the bed?
That was actually recent. That was in my 20s.
Because I'll commonly hear about that.
Yeah,
but I'll hear about it as like a childhood thing.
No, well, so I've been going through this phase where it's like a quest for my orgasm. Like I get the pussy heartbeat a lot where you're like about to climax, but I don't actually orgasm that often. Yeah, because I don't really relax.
In general or with masturbating?
Anything really in general. Because I don't really relax. And I never really have like steady partners. That's my thing. Yeah, man, I'm very ADD too. Like I've been like, literally like, I'm going to masturbate. And then I like go on my phone to like find a video. And 2 hours later, my hand's still on my pussy and I'm on Facebook. And I'm like, what was I supposed to be doing? It's like, oh yeah, that's right. You're supposed to be masturbating.
But you are masturbating, right? No,
like literally my hand's there. Yeah, because I was about to. And then I saw some status and then, you go down the rabbit hole of that. So I have a hard time focusing.
So what's your favorite technique now?
Now God, me and my pussy need some relationship counseling, man, because I've been lazy with her. I did get a new vibrator though. It's like a little clit massager. All right. And it's electronic, so it's rechargeable, so I don't have to buy batteries, so that's pretty dope.
I have a cock ring like that. It's great
cool.
because like you just like plug it in to the wall, but it's like this weird like magnetic.
That's so cool because
Yeah.
I've always heard like cock rings are disposable. I didn't know.
It depends on what you get. You can buy probably like short term. Like,
Do you have a vibrating cock ring?
I have one's a vibrating cock ring, the one that charges up, and then the other one's just like this like jelly type thing from Babeland that I got for free.
Do you use that for yourself when you masturbate, or just in sex to like?
I started off by using it masturbating, and then like I started incorporating in sex. But I definitely will use it in It makes it like even firmer. It will make it harder sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes, and also not to mention, it just it bulges a little extra, so it just looks nice.
So you feel better.
I like
check this cock out.
I like looking at my own cock, be like, nice work, buddy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, good
you're
for you,
looking
man.
good today.
Yeah.
I think like the only cock picture I have on my phone is me like like with a cock ring on, because it's just
yeah.
like that's the height of
Yeah.
how it's gonna look.
Oh my god! So how does the dick pic work? Do you like take a lot of dick selfies? Do you like that?
I don't do it often,
No?
but you know, I ended up hooking up with women who enjoy it.
Yeah.
So like my current girlfriend, I can send her a cock. She'll love it. She'll be so happy to see it. Or
Yeah.
there's another girl, this chick Emily, who I used to sleep with. Who's she's actually a listener from Canada. But like
wow.
she will just send me random nudes just for what she'll be like. This is a video of me trying to be a lesbian, and it's just like her trying to like just rubbing someone's pussy. I'm like, I'm at work, but okay.
Yeah.
But I know like if I send her one, like I have like this like pre-approval
Yeah.
to send dick pics, but I don't send them off. I don't
Yeah.
really need to.
Yeah.
I don't get off on that unless it's something I know that was asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. 'Cause,
I've also
like-
sent dick pics like to cheer someone up because I knew they were having a rough day.
Oh yeah, dick pic's always a fun cheer up.
If you know that they like dick pics.
Yeah, or if they'll like get the humor of it. Like my friend once sent me a dick pic, and it was like the lighting was so weird that like the head and then the shaft, it looked like Darth Vader. That's the thing though. I find it's weird. Like with guys, like I think guys get turned on by like talking about masturbating, and with a girl talking about it, like they try to like buddy up and make it a fun way as like a way to turn it into.
Wait, say that
We're
again?
gonna have
You say
sex.
the guys do it because it turns them on, but the girls do it why?
Well, girls, I think for me at least, like when we talk, it's like it's not like we're trying to have sex from it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're just talking about it.
Yeah,
Like you're talking about the movies.
Yeah.
Like we were outside.
exactly.
Right, right.
Yeah, and I think a lot of guys will be like, "Oh, she's talking about masturbating. That's awesome. Yeah,
That's
I
a
can
code.
talk about
That
masturbating
means-
with her too."
That means we're gonna,
yeah, but now we're gonna have sex, and it's like there's that fine line where like this is a great conversation talking about masturbating to okay, now you're just telling me about you jerking off, and it's really creepy, you
Right.
know. So it's
Except for
it's-
now, because we're doing a podcast specifically about it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And this is awesome.
Right.
This is fun. But, you know, when you're like sending me texts where you're like, yeah, oh my God, yeah, I'm masturbating right now. Oh, I just came so hard. Oh, my cock's so hot right now. I'm like, this isn't. Yeah, man, you're not telling me your stories about it. So,
man.
yeah.
What do you like to use? Do you do imagination? Do you do videos?
I do a whole bunch of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you just like look at your Batman figurines? I mean,
honestly, sometimes.
sometimes.
Honestly, I went through a phase where I would like, again, I masturbate and like multitask all the time.
Mhm.
So I went through this phase where I would like watch a Disney movie while masturbating. Not because I was turned on by the movie, but because I really
That's a little
wanted
transgressive.
I
That's kind of
know.
a way to say fuck you to the man.
I guess, yeah. But I really wanted to watch the movie, and I was like, well, two birds, one stone. So like I would love Frozen, so I would just be like, let it go, and just like getting super wet. Not to that, but you know, I'd just be masturbating while that's happening.
Mhm.
Because I don't know, I can master. I've masturbated in Hale and Hearty soups. I masturbated in Starbucks. I masturbated in Think Coffee. I masturbated at work. I masturbate everywhere.
Me too. I masturbated in a movie theater once
Oh, nice.
before the movie.
I think I did that too. Yeah.
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 That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Have you? I've done it on the subway, sort of, where like I just kind of like grind my pussy on the seat if I'm
So
frustrated.
you can get away with that.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can't.
because if I do, I end up on like BuzzFeed. Like, look at this pervert who
Yeah.
someone catches me on video and now I'm
Yeah.
in trouble.
Or I'll like Kegel on the train, but whenever I do that, I make this weird half winky face, like I'm concentrating too hard. And then there's always someone who kind of like catches me, and I know that they know what I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm like, damn it, Hannah, stop trying to work that. Stop
You know,
trying to keep
when
it
I'm
right.
at the when I used to be at belong to a gym,
Uh-huh.
I being on the bike with some
Yeah.
I've almost came while riding that bike.
Yeah.
So it's not the high bike, it's the lower bike,
Mhm.
right? Because I wear like, compression shorts when I work out for
Okay.
obvious reasons. So like my dick is like hugged against one side, like it's up against my thigh. And so the motion of the bike, kind of a little bit doing it now. So it'll keep rubbing the head of my dick. And so
Yeah.
many times I'll be like, I think I could come like that. I would try to get there. I just couldn't get there. But oh my, it feels really, really good.
I used to get so frustrated in Pilates class when I was younger
Oh.
because like everything like on your stomach when then you have to like lift your legs and your hands and like your pelvis is down, I'd get so fucking horny and I get so frustrated. And I remember too, like I was finding so many ways to masturbate when I was young, like the little water noodles that they had, you know, at like summer camp and at like the pool or whatever. I would like, you know, you'd ride those and I would just be like rubbing my pussy
and you know,
on the noodle.
For the little boys, for them, they would just go to the end of the thing. They'd be like fucking the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
like a really uncomfortable fleshlight.
Yeah, like just like jizzing across the pool at the YMCA.
You remember when you would like you could hold up one side of it and you would like blow water
Yes.
through, but you just do that. Just a kid who maybe somehow can shoot 6 feet
Yeah,
shoots it through the noodle.
yeah. I used to masturbate every Saturday morning. I had this ritual. I would get I had my masturbation panties. I was like 10. They were like these
Your masturbation panties?
Yeah, they were like these turquoise zebra print like silky panties from Zootopia, which
You
was
had
like
silky panties at 10?
they were like polyester, but
What
they
kind of
felt
slutty
silky.
10-year-old
I
were
was
you?
such a fucking slut.
Yeah.
And I would masturbate every Saturday morning. I'd bring my blanket with me and I'd sit on the couch right next to my sister. And I had my blanket because I knew she shouldn't be seeing what I was doing, but I didn't know I was masturbating. And I would masturbate while watching Pokemon because I had a crush on Ash Ketchum. And I would just like masturbate over my panties because I was too scared to touch it. And my mom would walk by and she'd see and she'd just go, I know what you're doing. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but okay. Like, I'm getting in so much trouble. It was so funny.
Oh, that's fun.
I would do it like every week. I looked forward to Saturday mornings. Those were my masturbation days.
Are you like a DJ or are you an insert?
Oh, I'm a DJ.
Okay.
I'm a DJ.
No like real
Honestly, like my hand
dildo
doesn't
action.
really like, you know, I'll do a dildo, but I can't actually put my fingers in there because
Right.
like that whole wrist motion is just uncomfortable. My wrist kind of clicks actually, I think, because I masturbate so much.
You've given yourself carpal tunnel
I
at the ripe
have.
age of 25.
Oh my God, yes. Actually, there was a point when I was masturbating.
She's got a 25-year-old face and body, but she has got
like-
an 80-year-old wrist.
Yeah, seriously. Like, let's like help a hoe out. But yeah, there was a time when my left wrist was like way stronger than my right because I was masturbating a lot.
You're a lefty?
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Oh my God, yay!
Oh, rockin', yeah. High five.
Woo! Do you masturbate with your left hand or your right?
My left,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I'll like switch it up with the right, or if I just want to like, if I'm getting messy, like
Yeah.
it's both hands, it's all over the place.
Gotcha.
I don't
Do you use two hands, like try and like circle it? You know what I mean? Like twisting motion.
I don't twist like that. I can just twist with the one hand. I can just do one of
Okay.
these.
But you
and-
haven't tried the two hands?
Well, it just doesn't.
Like, why not?
It doesn't do anything extra
I feel
for
like
me.
if I had a dick, I would be trying so many different ways
Oh,
to
yeah.
masturbate myself.
Like I said, I just
Like you
sometimes.
should like start at the crown and like slide down. Like,
Oh,
you
I
do
like doing it. I
that.
like doing a real nice, slow, firm. I mean,
Yeah.
look, I used to professionally jerk off in college. Okay.
Oh.
I was a webcam boy.
Were you
and-
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, did you have a mask on? Friends have
No,
told
no
me
mask.
so many times I should do that for money because I masturbate so much anyway.
Yeah. No mask. I just did it.
Yeah. And
But-
you make money?
Yeah. As a guy, like a doughy man, you know, is like, I was making.
What were you on, like Chatterbait?
No, it was a site called Adult Friends or iFriends.
Yeah.
iFriends who had a bunch of subsidiaries. I don't know. I don't remember which site I was, but it was one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do that, but like I put on a show because I appreciate the craftsmanship of like or the performance of it.
Yeah.
Like they're paying $3 a minute. You want to give them like, who wants to watch this? I can't imagine anybody just want to watch like
Yeah.
no. So I stroke. I splayed out. I made sure they had a good angle. I just get like long, strong, slow. I make sure like I'm like fake flexing for no reason. I'm making sure they can see the whole shaft while I do it. Yeah. Performance to it.
See, I've had so many friends tell me I should try that, and I've thought about trying it, but honestly, like, I don't know if I get the angle right, and like, I don't, because I wouldn't want my face in it, but I also don't want to wear like a zebra mask.
You'd have to
or
wear
something.
a mask because you're going to need to move around enough.
Yeah, I need to wear a mask.
I just kind of went with the moment I did it. I thought like if it gets out, this is a little male privilege, but I'd be like, yeah, it's not really going to hurt my career.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know, man. I just I'm
Ladies
too much
is
of
a little different.
Well, I'm just too much of a slut to like lead into it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that sort of stuff, like you have to be coy. You have to like lead in and wait for people to like bid enough so you do certain things. I'm just like balls to the walls right away. So it's like,
It's
are you gonna pay for this?
The site I was on was someone pays to enter the room.
Oh, okay.
Now during it, I would draw it out because you get paid by the minute. I would never take my shirt off until they asked me to take my shirt off. I mean, they're like, "When are you gonna start jerking off?" I'm like, "When would you like me to start jerking off?" He's like, "Well, we've been talking for 20 minutes." I was like, "Well, you wanted to keep talking." But they're paying the whole time because the longer. One time I didn't start jerking off till over an hour in. That was
really?
like my most
And was this like
expensive session.
one-on-one with someone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm getting paid, $3 a minute.
Oh my God. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to look this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
So Chatterbait, I feel like that's not the way to go.
Women make way more.
Obviously.
Way more.
Wait, so I feel like Chatterbait's not the way to go.
I was getting like $100 to $500 a week.
You need like the private chat rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the industry is now.
I don't know either.
This was back when I was in college.
Okay.
So
interesting.
It's all different now.
I just always, I feel like then I got to trim my pussy more frequently.
No, you
like right now
trim
I
your
have like the
as
pussy
much or
toupee. Like I've cleaned like the lips, you
Yeah.
know.
But you got the little tuff on
Yeah, she's got like a little
Cute.
carpet. She's got like
Nice.
a little welcome mat.
Yeah,
I've just
there's
been
nothing wrong
lazy.
with that. Why
Yeah.
would you have to clean that
I
up?
mean, I don't know.
Do you not like it, or do
Honestly,
you think other
when
guys
I'm
don't like it?
masturbating, honestly, I'm very hard on when I'm masturbating. If I've got hair down there, I'm like, bitch, go clean that shit up. I can't.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just don't like the texture. It's not my thing. Maybe I should condition it when I'm in the. I don't know.
I don't know what
Do
you're
you
supposed to do.
condition your pubes?
No, I don't know. I also try to keep my pubes kind of like at a manageable
Yeah.
level, and
Yeah.
but I get like that with asshole hair. Like
Oh
that,
yeah, no.
I shave that because like I don't even want to feel
Yeah.
that. So if I want to like play with a toy, I'm like, no, I want to be silky smooth.
Yeah, like I
before,
don't want to feel that when
before
I'm
I
like,
fuck myself.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, I don't know. As a girl, like masturbating, it's like you're on the one spot and it's great. But then, like after a while, you get like wet enough or too wet or whatever, and then it's like it's hard to. It's like a slip and slide.
Yeah,
It's hard to stay on that spot, and then you like keep moving around, and then it's like now the moment's gone. Like I got too wet, now I can't come.
And then it also depends on like what type of labia the girl has.
Yeah.
Because like my girlfriend, sometimes I'll lose her clit faster than like with another girl who's like clit is very prominent. It's out there. It's like a diva clit.
Yeah.
It's just like, no,
Like a
I want
tulip.
to be in the spotlight. I want everyone to see me.
I don't really like a diva clit. I like a clit that's like there, but like
introvert.
yeah, like an
stays
introvert.
in its hood.
Like a story of a like Diary of a Wallflower clitoris, like one that you
Perks
have to like.
of being a wall clitoris.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the book. I don't read too much. Clearly.
So like if it doesn't have pictures, what's the point?
Exactly.
She's got a lot of comic books. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have you ever masturbated like next to somebody?
Oh yeah.
Like is that a thing?
I had a live-in fuck buddy for like a month, which is like first off, don't like rule number 1 of hookups: leave when you're done. But I had a fuck buddy who was staying with me for like a month, and I wanted to fuck one night, and he didn't want to, and I was like, okay, fine, it's my apartment. So I just turned over and started fucking masturbating,
Yeah.
and then I'm getting into it, and of course, then he's like, okay, fine, now we can have sex. I was like, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't just like you and another guy. Are you in the women? I forgot.
I mean, I'm into women with male supervision.
With male supervision. Okay. But like you don't like masturbate with another man lying in bed and you guys just jerk off.
I almost did that with a good friend of mine, but we didn't actually.
That's like a new thing I've been like discovering.
Yeah,
is fun.
I actually.
It's so low pressure.
It's cool. I actually used to do. I've never done that with a guy. I feel like I might be a little nervous seeing a guy jerk off.
Really?
In person? Yeah, I don't know. It's just
You've never
something-
watched a guy jerk off?
Not in person.
Wow.
I just don't feel like it's not attractive to me to see you
Okay.
jerk off. I don't dig it. What's attractive to me is like me getting you off. But I used to masturbate with my girlfriends in high school.
Really?
Like
you tell.
yeah, well, like so we would just like we would me and my sister had this weird thing. We had all these like weird little ways we would masturbate, but we didn't realize we were actually masturbating, or that was what to call it. Like we did butt thrust, we called it. Like we would like lay down on the bed on our stomach. We were like 14 and we would like just like thrust each other's booty and it was like dry humping,
You
but
would
not.
push the butts?
Yeah, so we're like literally rubbing each other's like my cat actually when she was like in heat before I got her spayed, she was like literally popping her pussy in my face, like fucking put it in. And I felt bad. And so I
You're
literally
like, I'm not going to lick your pussy,
yeah,
pussy.
but I literally started trying to like butt thrust her, like push down on her like lower back to like rub up and down, to, like help her out because I felt bad. But now I think about it, I'm like, I don't think she has a clitoris, so that might not have helped. But that's what we were doing for each other, like masturbating each other at our slumber parties. And then what we would do is it was like right when they were getting rid of like VHS and DVD and going to Blu-ray. So like everything was on sale. And so we would look up movies with Ewan McGregor because he's notorious for being naked. And we had a crush on him. We would look up movies with him in it that he was naked in for sale, like really cheap, like Young Adam, all these like really random movies that nobody's ever really seen. And we would buy them and we would literally just like, me and my best friend, I remember like I had got her a vibrator for her birthday. We're 16.
Oh,
like,
what
she
a
had,
nice friend.
right? I actually helped her put her first vibrator in.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So like we both had the rabbit and
Wait, what kind of friendship is this?
we were like
Just friends?
Yeah, like I think I sucked her tits. Like we would play with each other's tits, but it was never anything romantic. It was more just experimental.
Okay.
But like yeah, but so we were like, it was like a slumber party. I'm like, we're both masturbating with our vibrators. The remote's between us, and we've like got young Adam in with Ewan McGregor, and we like go to like the point where he's naked, and it's like just a flaccid penis, right? But I didn't realize really that we could get porn for free at this point.
Okay.
On the internet, so we're like trying to find it, and so literally like we would take turns rewinding for like that 30 seconds where you could see his dick, and we're just masturbating the whole time, like taking turns on who's got to rewind this VHS.
And that was never like weird for you two?
No.
As friends?
No, I actually like.
Was it only like one friend or like a group of friends y'all would do this?
It was like the one friend and the gay friend.
Okay.
But we would like, yeah, like I gifted her my my vibrator when I moved away. I like gave her my vibrator. I gave my gay friend like vibrating nipple clamps and like this butt plug and all this shit. Because I was like seeing someone when I moved to New York and I was like, I don't need toys. And now I'm here and I don't have money to buy toys. And I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking? So-
Wait, tell me about you helped her put a vibrator inside her?
Yeah, her first one.
So could she not figure it out?
Well, no, it was hard to get in because it was tight. Like we were both virgins, but we started with dildos. And I remember we were like trying it as like, you know, having a girls'
Because you know
night.
this sounds like the premise of a porno. It's like,
Right?
oh my God, you can't get your vibrator in. Please, other hot friend, let me help you.
She was really hot. She was Nicaraguan, huge tits. No, I was helping her get it in, and then you know it wasn't working. So I remember we just gave up, and I think we just decided we were watching Pocahontas, and then like I think we kept trying, and then it's like right when it's like just around the river bend, like the waterfall or something, like that's when it just like slid right in, and we're like, oh, great.
Wow, you're apparently a good friend to have.
I really am.
I was not aware.
A guy friend once actually get an ingrown out of his dick.
Really?
Yeah.
That
was nasty.
You know that was probably just a setup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He wanted me to suck his dick after.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, dude? Really?
He did.
I think I did, but I was like, really?
Oh, you did?
I think I did.
You popped out your mouth like, really, dude? Really?
Fine.
Okay. I didn't know you're so easily convinced.
I really am.
You are?
It's an issue, Billy.
Oh, that's not a thing to tell me. I'm just going to write that one down.
This is why I can't make money from like, you know, sex online. 'Cause I'm just like, okay, here it is.
Right.
That's why I can't be a gold digger because you have to like lead people on.
Well, you will be a hit at the parties, apparently.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so you have a YouTube series about masturbating.
Yes.
That's why I hit you up.
Yeah.
Want to tell me about it?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's called Handsy with Hannah because we're getting handsy.
Yep.
Hi. And I interview people on the street about their first time masturbation experiences. Like I'm trying to get people's first time masturbation stories. The first episode, have you seen any of it? Or?
I watched the first one. Sally's in it, right? Sally?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sally. The first episode was great because like I just got these random gay dudes who like really wanted
And
to
I saw
tell
you
their
during
story.
Pride. I saw the Pride one.
Yeah, and more recently, it's I don't know, it's like hard getting people to actually tell a first story because most people don't remember it.
Right.
But it's still fun. Like I feel like I'm still learning like a lot of like interesting things about people's masturbation experiences and things like that.
Anything shocking you've heard?
Actually, yesterday I was interviewing some people, and a friend of mine who's from the UK interviewed, and he went to Catholic school over there, and he said, yeah, it was almost so ridiculous. I'm like, is this true? But whatever. I love it. He said that the priest talked about masturbating, and they suggested like masturbating inside a banana peel.
The priest suggested that.
You know what? Maybe I'm mixing up the stories, but somebody said something.
Priests usually tell you don't masturbate or you're going to go to hell.
Yeah, but they still like show you how to do stuff with your butt.
I've heard about the banana peel stuff.
You have? Okay.
I haven't done it, and I would not because I don't even like to eat bananas.
I've never heard of that. I feel like that's amazing.
That's definitely a thing. Like you put the banana in like a microwave, and same thing with like a cantaloupe. People fuck fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I fucked a zucchini once.
You did?
Honestly.
Yeah, but that shit makes more sense. Like it's just a phallic object and you're putting it in.
Well, yeah, and I was like really desperate at the time, and I was like,
for you, it's like any phallic object.
Yeah, but then I was like, should I eat this afterwards? But I was like, no.
Oh, you should have.
I honestly feel like I should have, but because it was like a waste of $1.50. I'm broke. But
have you ever? What's the weirdest thing you've inserted inside of yourself?
Oh, we're not going there.
Yeah, come on.
No.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna say zucchini is the weirdest.
No, come on.
Zucchini is the weirdest.
There's something else that you're
Zucchini is the weirdest.
There is a different thing.
Zucchini is the.
You know
what's
the answer.
What's the weirdest thing you've inserted in your asshole,
I'll
sir?
answer if you answer.
Ah, that's a trick question.
Come on.
So, when's the first time you masturbate?
Well, no, I mean, I'll answer your questions, but there's clearly another answer you already know, but you're not sharing it.
No, definitely not.
Come on.
No.
Will you share off mic?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
For me, Q-tip in the urethra because I was like, oh, let's try that, and I was like, nope, sounding's not for me. This hurts.
Why would you? What? That sounds.
You don't know about sounding?
Sounding?
Sounding is this terrifying masturbation technique where you basically dildo your urethra. Y'all should see her face right now.
Wait, what? Who invented that? Like,
I don't know, but I don't want to meet them ever.
What is?
I don't even want to meet their descendants.
What is that supposed to accomplish?
Because there's a shit ton of nerve endings within the urethra, and
isn't that what happens though? Like, when you're getting like tested for chlamydia,
syphilis,
okay.
And chlamydia, yeah. Because I had done
why
for like the briefest moment. It felt good. And then it was just all out from there.
Yeah.
Like, granted, you're not supposed to use a Q-tip. I get that. But still, it was like, no, don't want this ever again.
Yeah.
The sex party people I hang with, like, they're all pretty fucking kinky.
Yeah.
So they're like all about that shit. Like, Paige would love nothing more than to watch, like, someone dildo my urethra. But I'm like, nope, not happening.
No.
That's a hard no. Hard no.
Have you?
I don't even want to hear. I don't even like thinking of the word sounding because it just brings the image. And then when I got tested for chlamydia like a few months ago, there was like a chlamydia scare. I slept with someone who had gotten a positive test result, so I had to go get tested. And because it was like a real thing, they were like, "We're gonna have to do it this way." And I was like, it like so you're gonna feel pinch. I'm like, "Oh motherfucker!" It hurts so much. It hurts so much. Yeah, it hurts so much. That's the weirdest thing I put in was a Q-tip there. In my butthole, I'll tell you off mic if you tell me off mic.
Okay. Okay. All right. Oh man, that's. Have you read
it's the first thing I'd put in my butthole was the weirdest thing.
Oh man, now I really want to hear it.
I know, and I really want to hear yours.
I'm thinking, is it like a dragon fruit? Have you read The Multi-Orgasmic Man?
No.
Oh my god, you totally should.
Is it my autobiography? No, sorry.
No, but like talking about like different ways to like masturbate and like sex stuff. Like, dude, it's the Bible. You should read it. Have you heard of like masturbating?
Oming, yeah. I was just talking about that with a girl the other night.
Yeah, touching like the clitoris.
Yeah, she said like I just had this guy rubbing my clitoris for 20 minutes.
Did she come?
Yeah, but she's like, even if you come, you're supposed to keep going. Like it's a very specific set of instructions, so it doesn't have to do necessarily with whether or not you come or when you come. Like you're supposed to do these steps for a certain amount of time.
It seemed cool, but it also seemed a little culty. Like
It seems it's way hippie woo woo.
yeah, but it's almost like too much like drink the Kool-Aid.
And I don't want to do it because I know
touch the clitoris.
the only reason I would get into it is because I would be touching some clitorises.
Yeah.
And it has nothing again. It's not supposed to have to do with sexual attraction.
No, yeah.
So like, I don't want to cheat the system.
Well, see, that's what
I don't want to show up when like my
No.
intentions are impure. And they're like, yeah, they're crazy,
Yeah.
but they believe in they're crazy.
I know, yeah.
So I'm trying to respect them by like, yeah, you need a guy to rub your clitoris, but I don't think I have the right intentions. So
Yeah.
I'm staying out as much as I would love to. I love rubbing clitorises. I would do it all day if I could.
Yeah? Okay,
But
so you
can't.
like eating pussy.
Oh, love eating pussy.
What's your favorite like pussy move?
I just the one where I don't know. I just in tune what they like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because each body's different, so like
Yeah.
my strategy is different for each woman.
I feel like you know when a woman orgasms, you don't ask like, have you like did you?
I can
Because if you have
tell.
to ask, then
Right, I can tell, and I also try to sleep with women who have a firm opinion on like not faking, because I don't know. I can also sometimes tell when you're faking, and then that just becomes like, come on now, like because I don't mind if they don't come.
Yeah.
What's good is to make the goal not the orgasm. Be like,
yeah,
let's just all feel good
Yeah.
and have fun. So my question is like, are you going to come? It's more like, does this feel good?
Yeah.
And if you come, great. If not, did you have fun? That's more what I'm focused on.
Yeah.
And then then no one's feeling pressure to fake orgasms so that because guys sometimes put their self-worth as a lover into whether or not they make her come, and they don't realize that like it's not always going to happen.
yeah.
Women's
Well,
bodies are
if that's
different.
your goal, then it's never gonna happen.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
when guys are like, how can I get laid more? I was like, your first step, stop trying to get laid more.
Yeah,
Like I get laid way more often than I'm supposed to. And I,
You're only allotted 7 fucks a month, sir. How do you have 35?
7 is quite generous. I feel
Really?
like, I don't know. I feel like that's generous for like the average man.
yeah,
No, I just feel like a lot of the hookups I've had, so many of them have been like accidental or
Mhm.
like I didn't try hard. Like I didn't think because I didn't try because I didn't think I could. Where
Yeah.
my confidence was, it was like, well, there's no way I could, so let's not try, and then it happens. So when guys are like, how can I make her come? How can I get laid? It's like, why don't you step back, relax, and then like talk to her as a human being, or like just try to have fun with her and stop trying to make it like this hard goal. Because
Yeah.
as soon as you like the goal is super firm like that,
yeah, it's not gonna
it's
happen.
easy to miss. But if the goal is broader, it's easier to like to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well said, my friend.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. I
that
felt like
was beautiful.
I felt like I babbled a little bit.
That was beautiful.
I
It
felt
was
like it could have been more succinct.
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 Oh,
Oh, I see what you did there.
Ba-da-bum.
Oh, this has been very, very fun. I because when I hit you up about this, I was like, oh, you want to just talk about masturbating? You were like, yeah. I was like, cool. I put it in my iCal, masturbating with Hannah.
I know, and I was like, yes.
Yes, it's perfect right now.
I love it. I'm gonna masturbate after you leave.
Oh
I'm
shit!
so excited. Love you. Mean it. Okay, bye.
That was-
Um,
Billy, get the fuck out.
yeah.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna hump my bed.
I can wait outside the
yeah.
door.
Oh God. But like I don't get turned on talking about masturbating. You know, like it's fun. It's like it's a great topic for me. But and I think it's the same for women. Like maybe we want to masturbate, but it's like I don't know. Masturbation isn't like sexualized in the sense like, oh, you're talking about masturbating. Now I'm turned on by it, or I don't know how to describe it better, but it's more like whatever.
Yeah.
It's like talking about my period, but it's exciting.
Are there-
But my period's exciting too because I have like a reason to eat chocolate and not feel guilty. So
Do you have any other great mysteries regarding masturbation you have yet to figure out?
yeah, man. I have I guess like mysteries. I just feel like I'm kind of like getting to it. Like I'm getting to the point in my show where it's like, okay, we need to start asking different questions. But I'm just like not done. I want more first time masturbation stories. People just don't remember them. Which is like, it sucks because I'm like, man, like it's exciting when people actually do, when I interview people and they do remember their first time masturbating. It's like, oh my God, this is so great.
I mean, I don't remember the first time I masturbated, but I remember the first time I came. you know?
Okay. Ooh, what was that?
I was watching or reading porn or something, and then like I had the distinct memory of like nothing really came out. It was more like a wisp of air, like a poof.
It's like your dick queefed.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, like basically, because the first time it's more like cum dribbled out, but it's clear.
Yeah,
and there wasn't a lot, but like it kind of like
you're shooting blanks.
But I wasn't even shooting. It was just like it was seeping.
You were
it was like oozing out of my dick. But like as it did it more
I'm imagining
times,
like what? Oh,
it just since it was
goosebumps.
Like it was the first time using the dick. So like like when you go like a Windex, the first few pumps are like these very light phrase until like the pump is going,
like,
and then
like when you buy a new perfume and it's like the first two pumps, like nothing comes out.
You have to do it just so the air can come out of it. That's how it was with my dick the first couple of times using it, and then actual cum came out.
Yeah. What was the feeling though when like the air came out of your dick? Or like,
I don't remember the feeling. I just remember looking at it being like, I think I was disappointed. I felt like it was supposed to be a bigger deal.
Yeah.
But it was so clean. Like I didn't have to do cleanup.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I masturbated so much in high school that I remember I was like in family therapy with my mom one time, and my mom's like going off about how she's worried about me, and she's like, all Hannah does is just sleep. And I'm like, Mom, I do more than sleep. She's like, oh yeah, and masturbate to the therapist.
Masturbate. Where are you from again?
I mean, I'm from California, but my mom's from Brooklyn. Yeah, so it was just so funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah, thanks for talking about jerking off with me.
Dude, thanks for talking about jerking off with me.
Solid.
This is awesome.
That could pop your podcast cherry.
Oh my God, right?
Oh, so much fun. Yeah.
So exciting.
And you went in and you like tucked back the high five. You're like, no, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm totally good. What do you mean? I don't need a high five. I'm a pro already.
Do you want
it? Yes.
Yeah,
yes. Okay.
Hannah, where can people find you?
Find me at Starbucks. I'm there all the time.
Starbucks. She's there jerking off
all the time in the bathrooms. They have great amenities.
Well, thanks again, and feel free to say bye to everybody.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Later. Go jerk off.
I will. Thank you.
The best place to share your thoughts about this week's show, as well as any show that came out 6 years ago that I released today in the present, is in the Champagne Room. The Champagne Room, our super free Discord server that did not exist in 2017. So this is a great time to get to join up, introduce yourself, and share your thoughts about me and Hannah Abneey and masturbation. Visit manwhorepod.com/Discord or click the link in the schnotes. This Friday, the Naked Comedy Show. Can't stress enough. Really would love to see y'all there. I know Chuck will be there. Chuck's always comforting to see in the crowd. Him and his big balls. You can email your comments, your thoughts, your questions to manwhorepod@gmail.com. Last but very much not least, the Patreon. I've been loving seeing so many new members coming in over the last couple of months. I think a lot of y'all wanted to check out that Just the Moans bonus episode. I think a lot of y'all stayed because you realize there's a lot more there. I started talking about the Peep Show. Started seeing some new people come on in there. Hope you're enjoying seeing all of those butts. And I still think a lot of y'all know that just even $2 a month, even an annual membership for 20 and change for the year, I think you all know that matters for independent content creators like myself. So please, if you got the spare dollars, become a member today. Support the pod you love at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast or download the Patreon app. You can find me on there. Next week will be also kind of a different show, and we'll get into it then. Meanwhile, I'm going to decide, is tonight the night I stop smoking pot, or is tomorrow the day that I start not smoking pot? I don't know. I'm going to ponder that while I edit. I love you all, even if my tone of voice is not completely registering that. I did just come home from running a speed dating event. But know that deep down inside, I want to come on each and every one of you. Stay slutty.
Shopping for books at bookshop.org avoids the guilt of using sites like on and bulls Whether you're searching for novels, memoirs, or books about butts, bookshop.org has nearly every title you can think of. And when you shop at mybookshop.org link, you're not only helping independent bookstores. A portion of every sale comes back to support the Man Whore podcast. Visit manwhorepod.com/bookshop. Fill your cart with titles like The Ethical Slut and The Body Keeps the Score. Again, click the link in the schnotes or go to manwhorepod.com/bookshop.